Like, why are there so many injuries? Why are they so like so many players that are getting injured, especially with ACLs, where you affect like your leg and your knee and stuff? Kevin De Bruyne, Militao, Courtois, just to mention a few important players who have an ACL injury, and now we're hearing that Vinicius is injured, and Ancelotti saying that Vinicius isn't going to force us to buy another player, that we don't need players, we don't need replacements for Benzema or Vinicius. Um, Even going as far and saying we have scored more goals without Benzema. Now, I cannot confirm how many goals they've scored because I haven't watched the league. But all I do know is that Bellingham is not a striker. He's scoring, yes. He scored like 3 goals, 4 goals now. He scored yesterday against Celta Vigo. But I don't think he is the one to bring you goals. And you need Vinicius. Even if he doesn't score, he still brings assists and chances created. There is no player like Vinicius, obviously, but you need someone to give you chances. This is why, again, I kind of support why Anthony still plays for Manchester United and Sancho as well. They may not be scoring, but they do create chances. They do attack players. They still do what wingers are supposed to be doing, one-on-one dribbling, especially Anthony. Even though Anthony needs to work on more skills because, I mean, I I'm tired, right? Even against Tottenham, I don't know who was marking him. The person who was marking him was here. Gave him this space and was marking him this because we all know he was going to that. Like there's I don't know if you can see my legs. Of course you can see my legs. Okay, so you can probably see my legs. So um the ball is here. He was probably just going to if he knows that this space, if Anthony was good with his right, he would just run and attack that space. But Anthony can't, so bro was just dragging the ball, trying to fake him out, and the defender knew that. So like if Anthony could like Roqueta run this way, or I don't know, just run with the ball, like just run with it straight, then maybe would have like he would be like a Vinicius type. I'm not saying like he could be Vinicius. I'm just saying when it comes to skills, he is probably the only one was at United. Where did this come today? Oh yeah, injuries. So, what is the problem with injuries? Is it what people are saying that players are the nutritionists aren't doing their jobs and they're making them healthy? I could say that, but that is related to fitness. That's normally fitness issues and not being and the proper weight. Because I didn't know this, but you have to be at a certain weight to play football. Like you can look thin, like this, the way I look, but I'm not match fit. I cannot play in a football match, a professional football match. I am too fat to play in a football match. Exactly. I am too fat to play in a football match. That's crazy. Let me just make sure. That's all. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that you have to be. I can be called fat when I am thin as a stick. But yeah, so the nutritionist could be blamed for having like match issues and nutrition stuff, but it's ACL injuries, it's bone related injuries, it's broken femur or this thing, what do you call this, the tendon, uh, ACL, MCL, crucial ligament fracture, the CC, whatever. So it's probably just because of more games, isn't it? Let's be real. Football, a regular footballer, right, plays between 50 to 70 games depending on what team they play for. They play for a high-end team, that is a team that competes in all competitions, meaning a team like Real Madrid, Manchester United now, Arsenal now. They'll be playing a minimum of 65 to 75 games, depending on how far they did go in all competitions. Was this one time where Pedri played like 91 games, playing for both Barcelona, all of the games. When you just started, he played all Barcelona's games, and also in that same space had a week break and played for the Spanish Olympic team, right? That's crazy, and that's also club and country. Like I said, high-end players will play more games for for their respective countries. So of course that is an issue. But is it that deep an issue? I don't know what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is Anthony needs more skills. I'm done.